Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ristal, and this is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. For this episode, I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite tricks, glitches, and different kinds of debug stuff that, frankly, are pretty awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and do those, and I'm going to show you how to do them. I'm going to talk you through how to do each step. Each one of these is compatible with the console, so you can do this on the console. I'm using an emulator because I don't have a video capture card, so I can't do it on my actual Genesis that I have in my room. But let's push forward and get started, yeah? So first thing you want to do is I'm going to show you how to do the level selects, because this is where we're going to show some of that debug. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to show you a little glitch here. This is a programming glitch that when you press these certain songs in a row, it'll only play the song for Oil Ocean for the entire game, no matter what. So to do that, you want to go down to your sound test. You're going to use the C button, or the equivalent, depending on how you're using it, but you're going to use the C button to go ahead and select each song here. I can't quite see over my mic. Let me move this down a little bit. I mean, I guess that works. Tilt it. There we go. Alright, so you're going to use the C option to select each song. So you're going to tap 1, 9, 9, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then 4. And now, Oil Ocean's playing right now, and that's going to stay that way for the entire game. If I go to Sonic and Tails and I press start, it starts the level. Yep, so that overrides all sounds of the entire game. I don't hear anything other than Oil Ocean sound, and no, this isn't just an overdubbed song. I don't have that kind of video editing software yet. I simply use Windows Movie Maker to get my videos, which probably explains why my videos look like garbage, but hey, it's baby steps, right? But yeah, so now once this is here, I mean, I can't really do anything as far as, well, anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a hard reset. Hard reset. Did you know this jingle itself, just the Sega, took up so much RAM on its own? It's amazing. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was something that was just unheard of. Alright, so remember that code, the 199-21124. Remember that, because that's going to come up again later. So instead, we're going to enable the level select. So we're going to go to 19, 65, 9, and 17. Now when you hit the song for 17, it's going to play the song like normal, but you're going to hear a jingle in the background of a ring. There it is. I heard it in the left ear. So once that's there, just press start right from the sound test option, and it'll lead you back to Sega. And then from here, I press A and C because I don't remember which one it is entirely, but I know it's one of those two, so if you press both, it's not going to hurt. But press and hold them and press start, and it'll lead you to the level select menu. Now here is where we're going to input the rest of the codes. So first one we're going to do is enable Supersonic. So you're going to do 4 songs. It's going to be 4, 1, 2, and 6. Now here's 6, and it's the song for the Hilltop Zone. Instead, when we do 4, 1, and 2 in that order prior, 6 is going to change its sound just once when you play it, and then it'll revert back to Hilltop. It doesn't really revert its sound, it just plays a different sound because it's like a confirmation that you entered the code correctly. So we're going to do 4, 1, 2, and 6. So that sound, that little jingle there, is your confirmation that you did enter the code correctly. And what this did was it gave you all 7 emeralds. Okay, that was the jingle for when you collect an emerald, in case you guys didn't know that. So with that being set, anytime on any stage, I collect 50 rings and jump, at least 50 rings and jump, I will transform into Supersonic. Now, that sounds very oddly like Dragon Ball Z, and I think one or the other was influenced by one or the other. I mean, there's a lot of correlation there. Much more correlation than it's just mere coincidence. 7 Dragon Balls, 7 Emeralds. Supersonic, Super Saiyan. I mean, he's damn near invincible. He flies when he runs. I mean, these are all kind of harken back to Dragon Ball Z, in this game at least. So, I mean, one or the other has to be influenced. I don't remember which came first. I think Dragon Ball came first. Dragon Ball Z came first. I think it is. But, I mean, whatever. So, let's go ahead and enable debug mode. So, for debug mode, you're going to enter the 199.2.1124. And you're going to hear that ring jingle again. Now, once that's enabled, to turn it on, all you have to do is press and hold A when you select a level. So we're going to start level 1. And hold A the entire time it starts up until the level actually starts. My key to let it go is when I'm able to see my score and my time, which obviously isn't score and time anymore, even though it says it. Score isn't even spelled correctly. Score is my global positioning on the game. So you'll notice it shows his X and Y axis. Just like that. And then the time is actually items on screen. So you'll notice quite a bit there. If I get rings, you'll notice the number will drop by 3. Ow. So those rings are gone. Kill him, and you notice the number drops again. So I think that's enough of explaining the same thing over and over right now. But I have debug mode, I have Supersonic on, so let's go ahead and show you each of those. To enter debug mode, you're gonna go ahead and press B. On B, you have your A and your C, which will do various different things in debug mode. B will just exit debug mode like that. So in debug mode, A will change the item you currently have selected. To place the item on the overworld, all you have to do is press C. There we go, 50 rings. Now I'm going to go ahead and exit debug mode, and I'm going to jump. Oh, look at that. And you'll notice I run just about twice as fast as regular Sonic, and I jump just about twice as high. That's a little graphical glitch there too. Since they didn't give Supersonic an up animation, a looking up animation, he just reverts to normal Sonic. But if I jump, you notice Tails jumps as high as I do normally, so I'm jumping much higher than Tails. So, that is the Supersonic trick. I'm also completely invincible. Which, as we all know, while Super Saiyans aren't invincible, at the time when the Super Saiyan first emerged, they were like damn near invincible. So, this way. Now you'll notice my rings decrease by 1 with each passing second. So, yep, I love it. Anything that touches me, they just die instantly. But I'm gonna let my rings run out, and then you'll see I will revert back to regular Sonic. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there I am. Now, I don't remember if I picked up a shield while I was Supersonic, but if you do pick up a shield and such like that while you're Supersonic, it'll keep it, but it will not display it until you revert back to normal Sonic. Invincibilities won't last until you revert back to normal Sonic, so if you pick up an invincibility TV, it's going to count down like normal, but you're already invincible, so it's not going to matter anyway. So that's Supersonic. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you a glitch with Supersonic that's going to require me to change some of the items in the debug. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to give myself 50 rings again. Okay. And then I'm going to change by one item. So now you notice I am a TV now. However, I can't choose what's in the TV. Okay. So when I place it down, it's going to be the same item every time. It's going to be the transport item. So the transport item, as I move to a more flat terrain, probably the beginning of the level, that's probably a good place to start. And his speed will continue to increase as long as I don't press left and then right. So as long as I don't press the direct opposite of the direction I'm moving, his momentum, or my momentum, will continue to build. I guess that's the game's, you know, vector speed kind of, or for lack of a better term, that's the game's speed mechanic, pretty much in action in its most raw form. And I can do that just by, you know, using circular motions or just pressing in one direction the entire time. That's going to happen. But as soon as I stop, it reverts back to its original speed. I'm just checking to see, make sure my video is still recording. So I'm going to go ahead and place one of these for now. And there you see that there. So now I'm going to wait for Tails to come in. Now here's a trick with one of them. Now this isn't really much of a glitch per se, but it's a way to give something to the opposing player. This is usually only an item you see in two-player mode. So for it to be in one-player mode, it has its distinct features, but this only really works with Tails being with me, like he is now. If I go to Supersonic and I hit the transport box, it'll transport the invincibility over to Tails. There he is. Also notice my speed has severely dropped. So I no longer have my super fast speed. I no longer have I have my height, but I also no longer have my invincibility. But the music continues to play, unlike when your Supersonic and your rings run out, because basically Tails is now, well, super Tails, just minus the super high jumping and the super fast running. He just has the invincibility. So I'm gonna go ahead and restart here. Now once you enter debug, you can restart the game basically by soft resetting, just by pausing it and pressing A, and it allows you to soft reset. Normally you can't do that in the regular game. So I'm gonna go back to level select. Okay, so level select is just A. I took a chance there. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue to press A. We'll continue to hold A. I'm gonna go back to Emerald Hill. Enter back into debug mode. Okay. So I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna put two TVs this time. So I'm gonna show you a little glitch here. So there's two TVs. You won't be able, you can't see it right now, but you'll notice because when you pop one TV, it'll do a white kind of transport graphic, and then it'll just resume the game. But since I put two TVs, it's going to do one and then another back to back. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself 50 rings. Now I'll talk a little bit about that, you know, blocky, glitched up piece of crap over there, which is actually a very handy glitched up piece of crap. But I'll show you in just a second. So if I turn to Supersonic, popping one TV gives the invincibility to Tails, enables the sparkles. If I pop a second TV, after that happens, the sparkles transfer back to me. I don't, however, get my super speed back. That stays gone. So watch. I'm gonna go ahead and pop two. There's the two. And now, oh, I do have my super speed. Sweet. Okay, I didn't think I got my super speed back. That's awesome. So I got my super speed. So now I got the invincibility. Yep. Got the invincibility. My rings will continue to decrease again, just like before. That's never going to change, mainly because I'm going to be in Supersonic mode for the remainder of this ring count. So let's see what happens once I drop my rings. Okay. So yeah, basically it reverts everything back to me, but since the invincibility that's normally invisible becomes visible with Tails transfers back to me, it can't make it invisible again and give it back to me, so it just gives me the sparkles that makes me invincible. But yeah, everything reverts back to normal. So that's how you do that trick. So now let's see what happens if we add a US metric fuck ton of transfer boxes. Before I do that, I need to restart. Once you pop boxes, you can't place any more boxes for the rest of the level. I mean, I could have just beaten the level, but I mean, it's not gonna matter. Alright, so here I am. I'm gonna place 2 boxes now. No, I'm gonna place a shit ton of boxes. So, boxes! Alright, we'll see how many that goes. Any more than that, and it would have started to lag out the game pretty bad. So, let's give myself the 50 rings. Yeah, let's just give myself the 50 rings, because otherwise nothing's transporting, so it's not changing any programming really. It's just changing the level a bit. So let's give myself the 50 rings. And let's pop all these damn boxes, yeah? Oh, I died! Okay, so I hit the debug mode so that way I didn't die. Wow. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh. That's always fun. So now I'm going to show you what that glitched up mess is. Let's get through some of these. Bad guys. Oh, I passed it. Damn it. Glitched up mess. So, this little glitched up mess is an item that you normally do see in game, but it doesn't quite look like this. What this glitched up mess is the animal pod that you only find at the end of Act 2, and on occasion Act 3 if there is a third act. Okay, so I've already triggered the no going back, so the camera won't go back. But if we go here, here comes Dr. Robotnik. Okay. So after I beat Dr. Robotnik, I've also glitched up the camera a little bit. Camera is normally up here, like at the top of my jump for the duration of the battle. But since that's not the case anymore because of that, you know, glitch, that's not going to happen. So, okay. Now, boom, there it is. So after you beat Dr. Robotnik, it reverts to what it actually is. Now I can place a bunch of these side by side. Heck, I could even place one on Tails if I wanted to. So now that we got that, I'm gonna go ahead and pop them all. Oh, look at that lag. Goodness. Now the lag will go back once the item count on the screen decreases. There we go. Add one more, and I pop that one. If I could pop that one, the animals are glitched out and all jacked up. And then it'll replay the ending theme. So there's some of the glitches with Supersonic. Now, there is this thing with Metropolis Zone that I did want to show you about how Metropolis Zone is laid out. Now, if you notice, all these levels, you drop down, just insta-death. Right? Metropolis Zone's a little bit different in regard that, yeah, so I can't go any higher. In regards that the way the level's designed, because it's such a puzzle level, there is no bottom to the level at all. It wraps. So you'll end up dropping from the top on Metropolis Zone. Watch. So here I am in Metropolis Zone. So if I drop down through the floor, boom, look at that, right back to the beginning. The game wraps it. It doesn't actually have a bottom frame. So, I mean, I could just continue the game as normal, but that's why when you drop like that, there's usually something below you at all times. Ow, you douchebag. Ow, you douchebag. So, with that, I just want to kind of show you that. Oh yeah, and if you're Supersonic and you do get crushed or drowned, you will die. That's just how it works. But there's some pretty glitched up stuff in some of the later levels, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to skip this one. Oh yeah, those question marks. Those question marks are basically lava. Just lava. I like to put it as question marks because it's a hazard zone. So the lava itself is basically just a graphic. Doesn't actually have any hazard to it, it's just a graphic. Just like the level is just a graphic. But because it's considered a hazard, they just put the question marks in different sizes. They just put them down on lava. And I can actually show you that once I enter debug mode. Don't ask me why the Steam isn't technically a hazard graphic or a hazard menu either. I see that little lava down there. Yeah. So there's that. But if I put something else down, let me see. We'll put the lava like that over here. It disappears. However, see? It acts as lava. So that's how that works. So now you guys know what those question marks are. So I'm going to go ahead and quit the level and move on. So now we're going to move on to Sky Chase. Now, I can actually kind of break Sky Chase with some glitches here, and I'm going to show you those. Those are a lot of fun. Oh, jeez. Okay. So, with Sky Chase, this is an auto-scroll level, or the equivalent of what an auto-scroll level is. Since Sonic games don't really have auto-scroll levels, per se, because I can still move like normal. It's just everything else seems to really pretty much be moving a bit. I mean, it's a weird programming. I mean, you can see the little cloud back there that's by a cloud, and it kind of looks a little out of place because it looks like it's a cloud that's supposed to be behind the cloud it's in front of, and that's really weird. And that's probably because I've been glitching out the game and it's doing all kinds of wonky junk. Kill these guys. But watch this. If I go ahead and debug, clouds and enemies are all moving. Got bombers. Now look at that. Double enemies now? Look at that. I mean, this is where you start getting some jacked up shit. I do apologize if you guys hear any noises and stuff like that in the backgrounds. probably my my in-laws. I'm just rummaging, and possibly my sister-in-law. Just kind of rummaging around. Now you notice I kind of went behind that. I'm normally supposed to go in front of it. Yeah, so the game itself is starting to glitch out a bit. Okay. Okay. Look at this. Now you'll see this part again later on. This is an actual part of the game. There we go. Try to get the game back to where it normally is supposed to sit. Don't want to break it too badly. Okay. So I didn't break that. Wing Fortress, however, I can break. And if I don't do something about it, I can eventually get stuck in the level and not be able to progress. But I'm going to go ahead and continue through here. Now, if you guys have never seen Wing Fortress Zone, or if you guys have never really played Sonic the Hedgehog 2 before, it's one of my favorite games of all time. Of all time, I'm telling you, it's serious. But for some reason, I could jump. Oh shit! Okay. Oh fuck me. Okay. I forgot I had that enabled. Okay, so. Okay, that would have been bad. Okay, so now I'm just gonna skip all this part here. Damn it! You saw that little block just stop me. That's annoying. There. This way. I just skipped a huge part of the level. Like a massive part of the level. And I'm going to continue to skip massive parts of the level because that's what I do. So now, this is technically like the end of the stage. I can go back so it doesn't lock me out like before, but the little item there, I can actually get the little item anytime I want. And I will show you. So I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning. All the way back to the beginning. Okay. So here we are. Now, if I go ahead and put that item down. You'll know what that is later. Let me see if I can find. There it is. If I put this item down, watch this. And I die. But that's okay because I have this. It does cause some graphical glitches and errors. So you'll notice that's supposed to be like orange and flashing blue. But now it's black and white. And then those light beam things are supposed to be orange as well. Did you guys know there's a one up here? Okay, now this is where I can break this stage. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and break the stage, but I'll show you. Let me give myself some rings first. Oh, that's not a ring. Trolls. Okay, so I can't really move. I'm in autopilot right now. Sonic is regular Sonic. If I enter debug mode and exit it, I'm supposed to jump there, but I don't. So instead, I have to put myself there. Oh shit. Okay, now I'm all glitched out. So I had to jump there to grab that. So now I'm permanently stuck here, and look what we've done. So I didn't break it. Good. Okay. And now we're in Death Egg Zone. So watch this. So you see up here at the very top of the screen, you see those little black lines, the little grates. If I put Sonic in there, he likes to slide to one side. And I don't know why. Like, watch. I'll put the control down. He just likes to slide for some reason. If I press any direction while he's sliding... Yeah, if I press any direction while he's sliding, he slides even faster. We'll go ahead and we'll do this. So these are the only 2 items I can get. Watch this. So we'll go ahead and beat Robot Sonic. Nice and quick. I used to speedrun this game pretty quick. Not really like competitive speedrun, but I used to speedrun it. And this is the fastest Fat Man ever. We're gonna beat this. Some things about this guy here is once he makes his last 4th step, he'll back up, he'll jump, he'll drop down on you twice. So the first time he'll drop down, he'll always face the same direction that he was previously just facing. Yeah, so he'll always do the same direction that he was previously facing. And then if you're behind him or in front of him, that will change what mode of attack he's going to do. I'll show you. On his second drop down, oh, you little dick, making me look bad. Hella made me look bad. Never mind. Whichever way he faces is entirely dependent on him. Fuck it. Now here's one last graphical glitch. So the explosions aren't because the stage is blowing up, it's because Sonic is blowing up. And now you have to face Eggman with a flaming ball of hedgehog. Really hard to gauge where his claws are sometimes. But I can run away anyway. So now he's actually right next to me. And there I go. And this is how you end the game. Now that was the last in-level graphical glitch. This last few glitches, or this last glitch in general, is going to come during the closer, and this is what's going to break the game. And then I'll just end the video there. So I'll wait for all this. Now, I thought this was a really, really cool scene. Like, as a kid, I was like, oh, this is so awesome. Tails coming to the rescue, like a, you know, Bamf. But because I had all 7 emeralds, in this scene normally Sonic is kind of like hovering and spinning with his arms out, just like spinning around. If you have the 7 emeralds, even if you've never turned into Supersonic, as long as you have all 7 emeralds, he'll always be Supersonic in this scene. So for this part here, I can't control. Like, controls are kind of revoked for now. If I enter debug mode, I can. But I'm locked into that spot. And now watch this. Oh, I did break it. Okay, cool. I broke it the last time I recorded my video. It actually broke. But I guess this time it didn't. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. If you want me to do more things like this, tell me in the comment section down below. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.